Hey class, what is going on? It's Alex Keller here today to talk about the problems with the Wi-Fi around campus, which I know is something we face every single day as students here. And I want to talk about what we can do to improve the Wi-Fi around campus. So without further ado, let's start the video. First off, we have to realize the importance of a reliable connection around campus. According to studies done by Campus Technology, 90% of college students in the United States say that Wi-Fi access on campus is as essential to education as classrooms and computers. In the same study, 79% said that college without Wi-Fi access would be a lot harder, and half of the respondents to the survey would give up beer before Wi-Fi. Many in-class activities rely on a good source of internet for students to complete their tasks. Not only that, but now schools, including Kennesaw, are offering completely 100% online courses or hybrid courses, which are only 50% online. Teachers will also assign online tests and quizzes, as well as assessments that students absolutely need good on-campus Wi-Fi to use, and Wi-Fi that is reliable so you can finish these assignments and not end up with a failing grade just because your internet went down. Wi-Fi is expected as a part of today's campus experience from an educational perspective as well as from a social perspective. Students expect Wi-Fi so that they can learn anytime, anywhere on campus, as well as always being available to connect with friends and family throughout the day. Ultimately, the problems we run into here at Marietta as well as in Kennesaw are the dead zones of the campus, or the areas where the Wi-Fi just isn't available, such as in the parking decks as well as in the theater. The other major problem we run into is just simply the Wi-Fi being slow and not working when we need it most, late at night or throughout the school day when the Wi-Fi just isn't working, and it gets its famed name, the Shitternet. However, there are numerous things we can do as students to better our own connections, as well as things the university can do to better the connection across campus. The first thing we can do as students on campus to better our connection is simply use a wired connection over a wireless connection. A wired connection utilizes an Ethernet cord that plugs either directly into your wall outlet or into your wireless router direct. This is only going to be available for your laptop or your desktop on campus, seeing how there's no physical way to use a tablet or a smartphone with an Ethernet cord. The main difference in using an Ethernet cable is simply the upload speed on campus. On the screen now, I have displayed the wireless connection on the left and the wired connection on the right. What you see is a huge difference in the upload speed on the wired side, whereas the download and the ping on the Wi-Fi side is a little better than that of the wired. So what does this mean? Upload speed by definition determines how quickly your computer or LAN can transmit data to other locations. In media streaming, its function is to send the initial request to web pages and files to the server. Essentially, sending emails with attachments, uploading assignments to your Dropbox, or uploading YouTube videos to the web is all significantly faster with a wired connection. Another solution you can use is simply closing applications that use a lot of bandwidth, such as Netflix, YouTube, or even Skype. That way, all your internet usage is going towards what you want instead of applications that are just running in the background and using up all the internet. Finally, the time of day in which you're using the internet is a big factor in how fast the internet is. On screen, I've displayed the speed tests from 3 different times throughout the day. When the speeds are low, that means there's high traffic on the network and everyone is consuming the overall bandwidth, and vice versa, when the speeds are high, there's low traffic on the network. Really, these are the only solutions we can control as students. However, there are a few ways that the university can improve the speeds for us. The first way is to simply upgrade the bandwidth. Bandwidth is how much data we can transfer in a given amount of time. Low bandwidth means that it will take longer to gather the information, and a lot of bandwidth makes it quicker. A website called Cool Nerds relates just to that of a drain on a pool. A low bandwidth or a skinny drain on a pool means that you'll get all the information you want, but it will take a lot longer, whereas if you had a fat drain, you'll get all the information a lot quicker. Most universities, especially bigger universities such as Kennesaw, will run bandwidth with speeds measured in gigabytes to tens of gigabytes, and usually have two separate providers to divide up the traffic and keep a solid speed. This is like comparing a 4-lane highway with a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit and a single-lane highway with a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. A lot of traffic on a 4-lane highway won't affect the flow as much as a little bit of traffic on a single-lane highway that can get bottlenecked and clogged real easily. Another problem with internet speed is getting our internet service provider to fix it when it is going slow and it is crashing. You can never assume that the current internet service provider is going to fix anything unless they're under pressure. What I mean by this is they will never fix a problem unless you can show it happening live. If you could show another internet service provider offering to do it for cheaper than they are. Competition is what allows these internet service providers to lower rates and try to provide the best service possible, and providing good, quality, reliable service to over 33,000 students and staff can be a costly expense. In conclusion, in order for Kennesaw to get better internet across campus, it is going to take a lot of money and time to buy more bandwidth and expand the signal to reach across all the dead zones of campus. But for now, doing these few simple things like using a wired connection, closing applications that use a lot of bandwidth, and using the internet at certain times of the day can really make a difference in the speed of your connection. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you did enjoy some of these tips on how you can get a better connection around campus, because if you're like me, having slow internet or having internet that just doesn't work is really frustrating, especially when you procrastinate and need to get work done and turned in. But thank you so much. I enjoyed doing this project. It was pretty fantastic. I learned a lot of stuff I didn't know, but if you did enjoy, please check out some of my other videos. And that's it. Thumbs up. See ya.